Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of Favorite Live Album by Year. Today we have arrived at 1978, another really tough one. I thought 76 was probably the toughest one yet. This is probably the second toughest out of all of the years we've done so far. We've done 10 years, 10 days. This is day number 11. Lot to choose from. Lot to choose from in 1978, but ultimately I had to kind of put a couple ones I really love aside and just pick one and a runner-up that I think are just a little extra special for me. So my winner today, my favorite live album from 1978, released in Japan, August 78. Okay, so this was one of those, the U.S. got this one last, okay, a little bit later than everybody else. Late in the year 1978 throughout most of Europe and the rest of the world. We got it January of 79 here, but I'm going to count it as a 78 because it came out everywhere else in 1978. Released on the RCA Records label, recorded April 24th and 27th in Tokyo, Japan at the Nakono Sun Plaza, produced by Dieter Dierks. Of course, I'm talking about Tokyo Tapes by the Scorpions. One of my favorite live albums of all time. When I first got this, I listened to this incessantly for so long. I still love to play this every so often. Just the pinnacle of, the end of the Uli Roth era of the Scorpions, and just, as far as like his guitar playing alone, it's just absolutely amazing. All right, there's the guys, right? What do you get on here? Basically a greatest hits of the Scorpions up until this point. You got All Night Long kicking things off. Ironically enough, first song on the album, not a song that ever appeared on a studio album, right? Pictured Life, Backstage Queen, and incredible Polar Nights, which has some of Uli's best guitar soloing ever. In Trance, Killer on here, Will Burn the Sky, Suspend Their Love, In Search of the Peace of Mind, very calm, meditative, and then a destructive Fly to the Rainbow, which again, Uli and his whammy bar theatrics at the end of that song, I used to listen to this over and over and over again. Disc 2, all right? You got, obviously, it's a double album set. He's a Woman, She's a Man, Speedy's Coming, Hard Charging, Top of the Bill. Then you got, of course, the couple of old 50s classics. You got Hound Dog and Long Tall Sally. How many hard rock bands were doing a similar type of thing at this time, right? We've talked about that before. Steam Rock Fever, Dark Lady, another explosive Uli song. Kojo no Tsuki, and then finishing it off with a rousing, rampaging Robot Man, right? Killer album. Absolutely killer album. Really good recording. I always thought the band just sounds raw and fiery. Klaus is singing up a storm. You got, Uli and Rudolph doing their thing. Herman, Francis, just for me, this is my favorite era of the Scorpions. And just a landmark early heavy metal, hard rock album, live album, whatever you want to call it, hard rock or metal, right? Of course, the Scorpions will go on to big business after this. It's just a shame that this era of the band didn't really get a hell of a lot of attention back at that time, right? I think a lot of Scorpions fans have come to embrace this era, even though many of us got into them in the Matthias Jabs era. For me, Blackout was my first, Scorpion album that I really embraced, and then I worked my way backwards, and I have found over the years that I go back to the Uli era much more than I listen to the Jabs era. But, whatever. All right, so my runner-up, again, very tough. A lot of great contenders this year. I felt really bad leaving one off from a great Irish band. We all know who they are, but ultimately I had to go with, which one has meant a little more to me, which one have I listened to the most, and my runner-up is going to be an album that was released October 1978. Recorded at various places like the Palladium in New York City, Pine Knob Music Theater in Clarkson, Michigan, Merriweather Post Pavilion in Columbia, Maryland. Released on CBS Epic Kirshner Records. I'm talking about Two for the Show by Kansas. An amazing live album. Even in its original form, this is the CD remaster, which throws in a couple extra tracks that we didn't get on the original album, or we got on a couple we got on the original album, not the original CD release, because they shortened it to fit on one CD. But now it's here in all its glory. I mean, just Kansas again at the height of their powers. This was, Kansas were huge at the time. Song for America, Point of No Return, Paradox, Icarus, Born on Wings of Steel, Portrait He Knew, Carry On Wayward Son, Journey from Mariabron, Dust in the Wind, Lonely Wind, Mysteries and Mayhem, excerpt from Lamplight Symphony, The Wall, a magnum opus, and then of course, again, we're talking about the second disc here. You got Hopelessly Human, Child of Innocence, Alexis, Cheyenne Anthem, Lonely Street, Miracles Out of Nowhere, The Spider, Closet Chronicles, Down the Road, Sparks of the Tempest, Bringing It Back. I mean, in its current form, this is the ultimate Kansas live album. Even in its original form, it was the ultimate Kansas live album, but even better now. But yeah, either way you look at it, this is just such a landmark live album. And yeah, just amazing. Amazing. Just love Kansas so much, and such a great live album. So there you have it, everybody. That is your pick and runner-up for today, 1978, as we run through favorite live albums each and every year, 30 days, 30 years of live albums. So in the comments below, please list your favorite from 1978 as well as your runner-up. And tomorrow, 1979, another really good one. So thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. Coming right up, we've got Sydney Taylor from the Hudson Valley Squares and Bryce from Bryce Talks Metal appearing together. Album homework assignment. Actually, no, that's happening tomorrow. Oops. Yeah, we record them today, so you actually see that tomorrow. Sorry, guys. But that is, we record on Saturday. It plays on Sunday. But so you'll have 1979 tomorrow, and then album homework assignment with those two, and then of course Monday we've got the Hudson Valley Squares. So thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. And please, always when you can, join us in the